Welcome, guys. This is the talk room. I'm your host, Irene Bodia, and this is the NBTV. This is the show where we talk about talent, we talk about lifestyle, we talk about mental health, and of course, we talk about some entertainment. On my left side, I have my guest. Let her introduce herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Mercy Ndongo, a second year law student, and it's my pleasure being here.
Yes. So our topic of the day will be campus life and friendship. So, what do you enjoy in campus? Let's start with that one.
Well, there are so many nice things in campus. I usually admire campus life because the classes are usually punctual, and you got to make so many friends whereby you have to join them in this group discussion, and at some point you have to join them during parties.
Okay. Friendship. Do you have any friends in campus?
Of course I do. I have a lot of friends, but let me be precise. Some friends are just there for company, but they are the so-called meaningful friends, which are in that case some few.
Before we go to friendship, let's discuss some few things about classes and campus life, just campus life. So, do classes affect your daily routine?
Yeah, they do.
How?
Sometimes classes get to be postponed, and in that case you have to the lecturer have to do some makeup for a class that was postponed, and you may get that the time when the lecturer is available for the makeup class, you have your own things to do. You had a schedule ahead of time before the time is scheduled for that class.
So you're trying to say classes collide with their time?
That's not what I am actually trying to drive. But when we talk about classes, sometimes classes you have to plan ahead of. The timetable is there to guide us on how you can plan your leisure time. But when it comes to some classes being postponed, maybe due to the unavailability of some lecturers, you may get some times that you have to inconvene yourself so that you may get at par with the lecturer.
That tells me something. Do you have a part-time job?
Okay, much obliged for that question, but I don't really have that part-time job. But sometimes you just like to enjoy your own company. You just want to chill alone and do some stuff, not really adapt to part-time job, but they just make you happy.
You want to have your own independence. Okay, talking about that, what do you think in campus and back at school, maybe high school? Which place do you think you are more independent?
In that case, as friends, okay, I can elaborate further. Some friends are meaningful, while others are just there to keep you in the circle.
Exactly. So the meaningful one, are they supportive or they're just there?
Definitely they are supportive.
Okay.
When you're talking about friends, the meaningful one, some friends are there when you need them, and when you are at your lows, and then you call them and then you say, okay, somebody, let's for instance, you say, Sheila, I'm at my low right now. Maybe I don't, my cash is running out or something like that, or maybe I'm late somewhere, and then you call them and you say, maybe can you please assist me in any way you may fit. You may think it's fit. So I'll say that friends are meaningful when you get your need time.
When you get supportive friends.
Yeah.
But you know, friends can be supportive not only in financial needs, but they can be supportive in keeping you company. For example, maybe you're having some bad time, your bad days, and you have some friends who can keep you company. I guess that is supportive.
Okay. I won't avert
Mm-hmm.
from your understanding,
Mm-hmm.
but friends, they're supportive friends, and they're just there maybe during happy times, and when you need them the most, they just busy. Some people are just like, right now I'm having some issues, I need to fix them. So those people are just there when you are happy and you have something to share.
Yes.
But when you lack something to share, or maybe you are facing some difficulties,
Mm-hmm.
they just step aside.
Okay.
You see, those kind of friends, I just call them, they are hypocritical friends.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, when you came in, you just had your circle. It's very big, actually. You have so many friends, and you think they are so good, but at some point they start changing. So, what do you think brings the changes? Maybe on your side or even on their side, apart from the financial.
Okay, such a nice question.
Mm-hmm.
Many friends do change. For instance, there are some friends which we started when we started the campus life.
Mhm.
There are those friends that we had in our circle, but now they have backstepped.
Okay.
So friends do change due to many criteria. Some friends, maybe their relationship, and maybe they had this kind of the domineering boyfriend. They just limit their access, their freedom, their liberty to move. To you see the party you had as a friend, you are just happy, you are just
Mm.
now this the friend now enters into a relationship,
Mhm.
and now the boyfriend is kind of limiting their freedom.
Okay.
The another one is when the friends, they just they're just there.
They're just there.
They change because maybe you had something. I wouldn't say it's selfish, and I would say it's jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
These friends are, you see, when you are at your best, you're
At your
doing
peak.
when you're doing your best, they are like, I don't think you are doing okay, but in your real sense you are. I'm really trying my best.
Mm.
Now they are just backstabbing you. They just want you to have the lowest self-esteem. They don't want you to thrive.
Okay.
The other thing,
Mm-hmm.
friends change due to the surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at that time they were friends with you, they never knew your behavior.
Okay.
Now they have come to see your true colors.
Mm-hmm.
When they come to see your true colors, some friends will just step aside.
Mm-hmm.
When they step aside, then the connection you had previously will start to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you said one about relationship. Two, you said jealousy, and three, environment.
Yeah.
The other one.
Another reason why friends change due to the social circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you had this friend whom you call when you have to attend your classes, and you say, so and so, can you please keep a seat for me. You see, these friends are just there. They never see your word that are beyond the classroom.
Yeah.
They're just there during the class, and they're called, hi, now I can't come to class because I'm having some issues.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please send for me? Now those friends, when they come to your social circle,
Mm-hmm.
and your social circle is like, you just like to party and do what, and this friend is kind of introvert.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like to interact more, and they just step aside. They just
Yeah.
keep their distance away from you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So talking about that, We said that we choose our friends according to how we are, our personality. Yeah. Now I want us to talk about the fake friendship. Now they have changed. They have totally changed. And maybe for instance the relationship thing. What makes a person to be a fake friend, or what do you think a person is considered a fake friend?
According to me,
Mm-hmm.
I would just call them fake friends.
Mm-hmm.
They are hypocritical in a way.
Hypocrite.
Yeah. They're like when you're with them, they are much okay. They're just like, oh, you're good girl, you just perfect.
Yeah.
And when you step aside,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe you part ways, they just backstab you. Then they spread rumors about you. Some rumors are not really correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now see those friends are just, they're not only fake, but they're hypocrites.
Yeah.
When you are with them, they're okay. They're just like, you got it, good, you're doing fine. And then when you just step out, or maybe you just give them some mail,
Mm-hmm.
you don't imagine what they do.
This reminds me of a phrase we used to say. I used to say, I'm silent because I had a story from a person I never told. That's what she's trying to implement.
Yeah.
You have friends who talk on your back, and of course they're fake friends. It reminds me about a very weird experience. So, what do you think makes, what do you think now the persona, let me call them the persona, what do you think affects them maybe emotionally and maybe academically? Do you think they are that affected after the fake friendship?
Okay, definitely they'll be affected,
Mm-hmm.
both emotionally, their physical, their social life,
Mm-hmm.
and their also academic life.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, you have this friend, and you told him or her
Mm-hmm.
you very secretive, you are very secretive things,
Mm-hmm.
and you entrusted it to them.
Yes.
When you entrust it to them, you are just like, I'm very sure that I won't share it with another person. Apart from me and her, nobody else should know about it. And this thing, maybe it's before you told that friend,
Mm-hmm.
it took a lot of effort. You have to convince yourself. You're
Like
like,
you trust her.
you're just like, and you remember, some things are like, before you tell someone, you just like, wait, it's just to post yourself.
Yes.
You encourage yourself first, and then you tell that friend. And then that friend goes and spread rumors behind your back. That thing may really cause a negative effect on you, both emotionally, your physical life, and your academic life. For instance, emotionally, you'll be kind of depressed
Yes.
and traumatized because you are walking on the way, and the only thing that is lingering on your mind is, most of the people knows my secret. So you're like, the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and then it may makes you to be at your low, and physically you just start isolating yourself because you think maybe they don't want to stigmatize me, they just want to accompany me so that they can walk me. They just want to keep your distance from people. They just want to remain indoors. They don't want to interact with people.
Mm-hmm.
Academically, when you suffer emotionally, it will linger. It will most probably affect you, and you may get some stress. Stress don't work well with academic, according to my experience.
Definitely.
So maybe at that point, your academics, you may lose interest even when you're studying. You'll be like, "Why am I even getting anything?"
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, hi, people. You see, even in class, you'll be like, everybody knows my thing, what I did. Everybody's aware of it, and then you'll be like, even in class, when the lecturer is teaching, you won't be much paying concentration because you're like, they're judging me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you get backstabbed, it affects you in every way.
I actually get the feeling because it somehow caught me. However, being in the same situation, and by the way, it really affects your mental health. So, do you think it's better to confront now that person? Okay, you told them your innermost confidential, everything about you, and then you had them from the other people. What do you think? Should you confront them, maybe directly or maybe indirectly? What do you think?
According to me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you are in your most critical condition,
Mm-hmm.
you lack confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do things in a rush, maybe due to inner pressure
Mm-hmm.
or something, or maybe due to frustration, you may get up, you may end up
Mm-hmm.
trying to harm another person, and you be deemed as committing a very offensive thing. So
Okay.
I think confronting the person at some point, it may makes you to feel much better. But according to me,
Mhm.
I won't confront them. I just let them be. Because
Mhm.
when I confront them, people will judge me. They start saying, that person doesn't want, she's confronting the friend because she wants to hide up what she did. You see?
Okay.
So you get so many opinions from the public,
Mm-hmm.
the general public,
Mhm.
and then you be at a really flabbergasting thing.
Okay. So let's hold on that. We take a short break and we'll be right back. We were at the confronting stage. So, about you, our viewer, do you think it's better to confront a person? So, according to me, I think it's the best option because your pain will be melted, will feel maybe somehow good.
Okay. When you confront somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be much relieved from within
Exactly.
because there's this specific person, I can't remember the name of the person,
Mhm.
that says when you speak out your problem, it kind of have to solve.
Yeah, of course.
So, but you have to look at the consequences of confronting this person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything you do will have a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter whether you do it right or you do it wrongly.
Okay.
So when you confront this person, for instance, let me give a scenario. Maybe the fake friend
Mm-hmm.
spread rumors that I was abusing drugs.
Okay.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Because I told him or her that there was this time that I just drank a little. I was not more specific.
Mm-hmm.
I did drunk what, or maybe I was specific. I told him or her I took alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and then I misbehaved in this way or that way. You are just sharing your problem so that it might not feel like a burden to you.
Mm-hmm.
And this person went and exaggerated the story and said she took alcohol, and after taking alcohol, she went ahead and did this and this and this,
Mm-hmm.
you know, adding salt to the injury. And then you just, the story happens to reach you,
Mm-hmm.
and people are like, wow, I can't even imagine this person is the same person. You know, she's always acting like a saint.
Yeah.
She's acting like a saint, and I can't imagine behind the curtain she can manage to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get worked up.
Mm-hmm.
You goes ahead and confront this friend.
Mm-hmm.
You see, people will be like, you know, she's just angry because the friend spilled out the beans. You know, the friend,
Oh yeah.
you know, and now you just have to face more public condemnation than the previous one. They'll just get another character of you that you never heard before. You see? So I just think that you see when something gets out, when the cat is out of the bag, it just compose itself, accept the reality, and at some point you just wait until the rumors they are kind of suppressed. And then when the friend let the guard down, now you go physically and you talk your things out. I don't really mean that you make amends and be friends again, but you just go and talk things freely and physically, so that's the public. You see, when you confront that person, the public will be like,
they'll get another side of you which is not even there.
yeah, they'll get that side of you, and they'll be like, the friend, you know, the friend got the guard of telling them the secret, and that now because he's at the, you see, the public hearing, he'll be like, and then she came and confronted me, you see that campaign. Now you just compose yourself, you let your guards down, and you wait until the romance is kind of suppressed, and then you walk physically, speak with that person, and make amends.
I guess that's why we say silence is the best answer. Yeah. So about the surroundings now. Now here let us focus on introvert. Let's talk about introverts and ambiverts. Now let's leave the extrovert alone a bit. So there's many introverts who they just have a very few friends. Like their circle is so small. They have like 2 people. And surprisingly, the circle is not even where they are. Someone is at Embu and their friends are at Nairobi. So, do you think, according to you, do you think they should act more on having some other people surrounding them, maybe friends, or what do you think? You know, we usually get into the situations where we have problems and the only person who can help us is your friend. And now the introvert doesn't have any other friend. And it's something so serious. You have to talk to your friend. What do you think?
Okay, my opinion.
You have to surround yourself with your friends.
My opinion, as a person, you should always trust in yourself. You are your only best friend.
Wow.
You know, the innermost circle, which they're the ones who have the high probability of betraying you.
Okay.
So when this introvert, I can't just say, you see, when you have your own problem, before you share it, you just have to think on your own. You have to understand whether it's not necessarily. You just have to consider, is it necessarily I include this person or I shouldn't. Okay. So usually don't judge introverts because they find peace with themselves. They don't trust the public to give them peace they want. They're just okay with them. And now the friend whom you may include as a third party, she may end up or he may end up betraying you. Yeah, and you'll be badly hurt. I mean, you'll face the agony that you're like, I wish I never told this person. I wish I just remained with my own trouble, and maybe the time would have passed and it would have ended. Now, before we enter deep into the introvert, I'd just like to say that trust your friends
Mm-hmm.
whom you choose wisely,
Mm-hmm.
and don't trust in them blindly. There's some things you have to share with them,
Mm-hmm.
and there are the others you have to keep them to yourself. There is very limited scenarios. There are some advantages of being an introvert,
Mm-hmm.
and also some dismerits.
Okay.
So you see, when the introvert may face some challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it may end up badly hurting them. And then every person will be like, I wish she was talkative. She would have spoken out their trouble, and it would have been solved.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's one of the disadvantages of being an introvert. But there is this an advantage of being an introvert, because you have to enjoy your own peace. You have your own privacy, which no one knows about it apart from you
Mm-hmm.
and your brain. You just sit down with your brain, and it becomes your best companion.
Mm-hmm.
You just solve things with yourself, and you'll be like, I think I've met the best.
Mm. I guess we have so many things to talk about on this topic, but for today, let's end there. Thank you for joining us. We can have all the time to talk about this. I think I can invite you another time.
Sure.
I guess we have a lot to talk about, most specifically on the introvert, ambivert, and extrovert. I guess we have a lot to talk about there.
Sure.
So until next time, I'm your host Irene Bodea. Bye bye.